Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'll talk to you for a few minutes today about staying sober for today. A great day to be sober, great day to be alive. And what day is this? This is July 16th, 2026. And it's going to be that all day. And another thing, it's the one and only July 16th, 2026 there will ever be in the history of time. Guys, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm down in the park here, and it's really freaking not bad weather today. When I was walking, I was getting kind of tired. I don't know if that's age or, I'm starting to think maybe I need more iron, iron deficiency or something like that. Maybe I'll pick up some iron, add it to my diet, because that's a possibility. That's a possibility. I'm here to share with you for a few minutes on life and what's going on. I'm down the park. I did my 4 mile walk, and I'm happy I did. I got it in, finished. There was a time when it was like I had enough. I was around after the third lap, and it's like one more. You get into the groove of it, and it's not too bad. And it's like, oh, before you know it, you're done. And yeah, that's good. That's good. When I get my walk in, I always feel a little bit better. I want to kind of skimp all the time, and it's like I don't feel like doing four is 4 miles, but I do. I end up doing it, and I'm glad I did. You know, I don't know. I was thinking of something before. When I was walking, and I was thinking that just the expression "be good to yourself." Because sometimes, we find it easier to be good to other people, but not ourselves. We don't deserve that. And you know what? Today, in this day and age, and at my age, period, we do deserve to be good to ourselves. And I'm like, I'm on board with that, and some things I'm not very good at, and yesterday one of them hit me. It's like I'm not very good at stuff like that, but when I take the action to fix something or to talk about something and and make it a little bit better for myself, after I do it, I feel good. I feel much better than when I'm not. And I have a big propensity to avoid stuff, avoid paying this, avoid paying that, avoid, working out a problem there might be with stuff. I'm not very good at it. Not very good at it, but I could be kind to myself, and I can cut myself some slack for it. You know, it's a beautiful day down in the park here. Not quite as bad as it's been. It's been, really over the top, hot and humid. Where you to the point where you feel like you're in a microwave oven. That literally like that. And today's not quite that bad. I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. You know, um, summers don't have to be miserable. You know what? But it's funny, but years ago, I mean, I'm talking about when I was growing up as a kid, and the summers used to be warm, but I don't ever remember them being as humid and oppressive as they've been, lately, the past few years. You know, it's it's I don't know, but here we go, and it's human nature to complain. It's like if we don't like something, complain about it. That'll make it go away. And we know the answer to that is no, it won't. It won't make it go away. Acceptance. We got a reading in our literature. Acceptance is the answer to all our problems today. You know. Until we accept things the way they are, we're not going to be happy. Until I could accept my alcoholism, I couldn't stay sober. You know, acceptance is the answer. And, but being good to yourself, is a fantastic thing. And it's a great way to live. It's a wonderful way to live, being good to yourself. I'm not saying, like, spoil the crap out of yourself, like, I mean, there's such a thing as that, too. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I mean kindness. Like cut yourself a little bit of slack. When life is tough, just get up and say, well, life's tough, but I'm gonna be okay. Life's tough, but I'm gonna be okay. And same thing with God. I grew up thinking God was a punishing, uh, very, very punishing, hateful thing, and so I could never approach Him. But but God is very approachable. He's someone that I want to walk with every day of my life here because he's not punishing. He's loving, and he cares about you more than you could ever imagine. And me too, me too. Because I can get on myself, and I could say, your self talk is so important on a given day. Your self talk is you're gonna put yourself down, or you're gonna build yourself up, or somewhere in the middle. You don't have to do any of that. You can just accept it the way it is, and realize that if something's not right, you can change it. Like the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And boy, you can really bring peace to your life. You live that, and I'm absolutely on board with that too. The Serenity Prayer. Um, yeah, God grant me the serenity. And that means, however it seems, it could be good or it could be horrible. I'm gonna accept it anyway, and if everything's gonna be all right, I'm all on board with that. You know. So guys, you know, yeah, I got my 4 miles in. I'm talking to you guys for a few minutes. I wanna share the fact that if you want to be clean and sober today, you can. And if you're having a hard time with it, look above, ask God for help. That's the best advice I could ever be given by anybody. Ask God for help, because he's there, and he's more happy to help me than you realize, and to help you the more you realize. um, God's there to help. God hears, and he cares. you know Nice little breeze in the freaking shade. It's a great day. It's the best day we've had in quite a while. And I'm gonna go on to have a fantastic meeting. They've been going really, really good lately, and I'm very happy with the way it's been going. Um, Very peaceful down here today. You know, what is it? Today is Thursday. We're just plowing through the days. We're making it through Thursday, July 16th, 2026. All day, all day. And be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. You know, we ought to first be kind to ourselves. And sometimes some of us are kinder to other people than we are to ourselves. And you need yourself more than you need anybody except God. You need God more. And yeah, um, if you can't be good to yourself and you're good to someone else, you're being really you're cutting yourself out. You know, you're leaving yourself short. You know, um, if I'm not happy, who do I have to blame? I mean, that's not up to someone else to make me happy. I used to think it did. I used to think it always had to do with someone else making me happy, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Happiness is an inside job. An inside job. Well, what are you guys going to do today? Hope you're going to do something good. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself good. Those self talks we have with ourselves, we ought to really tone it down and be nice. Guys, give me a like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Love to chat with you about anything. God bless you all. Love you.